What's up, guys? You are on the air and off the books with Beth Ann and Samantha, and today we are going to be talking about all the anticipated movies, Netflix, book releases of 2021. And so for the first thing,
quite a lot.
Yeah, I mean we
Actually.
have. I think Beth Ann has more books. I have more movies.
I have no movies. You have all the movies.
Yeah, I have a few books that I really want to read, but movies. Let me tell you, I am in with the new movies. I know all about them. So if you want to watch a new movie and you're like, I'm bored of all my Netflix stuff, I need a new show, I need a new movie, come up to the reference desk
And talk to Samantha.
Talk to me.
Because this is where I also get my movie recommendations. It's Samantha.
Yeah, but she still won't watch Heartland, so
No, because
we won't talk about that. It's still salty. It's fine.
All salt.
So the first movie that I have is actually it did not come out in 2021, but it is being released on Netflix. Yep, on Netflix in 2021. It's also a book that we do have at the library. It's called The Woman in the Window.
Oh.
Yes, and so this is, if you know who Amy Adams is, she plays the lead character. So this is a thriller novel slash movie. And it's about a woman who has agoraphobia. She doesn't want to go outside. She doesn't want to see the outside. So she's looking at the window, hence the woman in the window, and she sees a crime happen across the street. I think it's across the street or just like across the yard in the house next to her.
Yeah, I was going to say, in some house next to her, she sees this thing happen in the window.
Yeah, and
obviously.
And what I am taking from that is I believe that the person, I haven't watched the whole trailer yet, but I know that I want to read it and I want to watch it because it looks crazy. I'm assuming that the person who committed the crime sees her and she just kind of gets terrorized.
I wonder if Tanya has read it and watched it. We'll have to ask her.
Yeah. Yes, we will be featuring Tanya in a few weeks on an episode of, we're going to be talking about all of her AV movie librarian.
She is the audiovisual librarian. So she's the real MVP.
Yeah.
She's the one that...
She's the movie guru.
Yeah. She's the one that orders all the movies and all the, audio visual stuff for the whole entire library-wide system, et cetera, et cetera.
Yes.
She's awesome. So
whenever we really want a movie in the library, we were like, Tanya, harass Tanya.
I mean,
Okay, you can go ahead.
Okay,
Tell us about your first book.
The first book that I have was released this year in January, but I'm still counting it because I want to read it. And we do have the physical book here. We have it on Hoopla as an audiobook, and we have it on Overdrive as audio and ebook, so it's available to you right now. So you don't have to be like, where do I get this? Because on Kindle it's like $13. So, yeah, no. Why do that when you can get it for free?
Yes.
So this is The House on Vesper Sands.
Oh, I've heard of this one.
And it's actually kind of like a historical fiction mystery. And it's takes place in London in 1893. And it's about this seamstress who gets murdered, but it's seems like she's committed suicide. And it's about this woman who is an inspector. And it's kind of like a little bit of humor wrapped up into a lot of mystery, trying to figure out. It's a little bit of Agatha Christie kind of esque thing, with but a little more humorous, a little less dark, I think.
I've never read a mystery thriller that incorporates humor.
Oh, really?
I don't think I ever have.
Inspector Hobbs is really good.
I'm just not I usually don't watch comedy or anything like that because I'm so specific in my humor. The Office humor is my humor. That's perfect humor for me.
I don't mind The Office, but I can't. I don't know. I just call it stupid humor. I know a lot of people who watch. Is it Trailer Park?
Trailer Park Boys, yeah.
I hate that show.
I do too. It's not funny to me. It's just like...
I just sit there and stare at it like, really? This is a thing? Like, we were watching this? This is supposed to be funny? Or like, when everybody else is around me is like cracking up, and I'm like, okay, I'm going in the other room and reading a book.
I just love like the Michael Scott blunt, like, I have no idea what I'm saying is like
he's just funny
the worst.
Because he thinks that he's so smart.
Yeah.
And so like
and
on
that's
point.
My humor.
And he's not. He's totally clueless. So he's trying to pass himself off as like amazing.
Yeah.
Like,
I just think of it. And
I like The Office. I like Parks and Rec. That one's good too. I like IT Crowd, but I don't like Napoleon Dynamite or like.
I'm okay with the Napoleon Dynamite. There's parts of it that's funny.
Stupid.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just can't. It's just baseline. Or like Step Brothers.
Yes,
Hated
Will
that.
Ferrell's a no for me, and that other guy, no.
Yeah, I don't
They're
like
not funny.
like that. It's just like.
I don't like baby humor.
Or like, oh, what's that other one about the guy who, I don't know, what is it called? Dang it. Oh crap. It's Dakota's favorite movie, and he tries to get me to watch it all the time. It is the stupidest movie. I hate this movie. Oh, Pineapple Express.
I've never seen that.
It's so stupid. I hate it so much. It's just dumb humor.
Yeah, I hate dumb, childish humor. Like, Will
Something
Ferrell, he plays like the
it's
same.
Just like, you said something so like inept. And
Yeah.
you're supposed to, like, it's supposed to make me laugh.
Like,
I
of course,
hate it.
it's like, in my mind, it's like, of course people are going to laugh about that, but, like, I'm not going to because I hear it all the time.
For me. I'm not very much into comical, obviously. I'm very dark.
We're dark.
We're very dark. But this looks really good. I'm getting, like, into this historical fiction wave again. And so,
I'm only partially crying about it. It's fine. I'll survive through it.
Maybe, yeah.
I said I would read one.
Yes, and I just need you to pick the one so we can go. But yeah, so read The House on Vesper Sands. Tell me what you think about it. Looks really good. I'm ready for that. 100%.
Yes. So my next movie, this is like a to be released in 2021. They don't know exactly what month it's going to be released in. It's kind of going to be like one of those, hey, surprise, we released it on Netflix things. And I'm so excited. I'm going to cry. It's Fear Street, the movie. I'm crying. They're taking the 3-book trilogy and they're making it into a movie. And I could literally just like, my childhood, my everything. It's just flowing back and I'm just tears.
They might do a great job. I thought the first Goosebumps was really good.
Yeah, but if like they have to cater this to like new adult, young adult age. It needs to be scary. It needs to be Don't kid it down. Don't make it for like.
Well, that's what I was thinking because like what we were saying is like we read these when we were young. Like I'm in my 30s. You're not yet. But you're there, almost there.
Almost. Make them away.
Make them away downtown.
Went away.
But anyway, so my thing is like their audience is obviously going to be all of us grown-ups who need it to be like progressive with us. So it needs to be a little more gory, a little more bloody, a little more accommodating to us. Because that's how we remember it, even though it probably wasn't. If we went back and reread it, it probably is not that bad. But it needs to be, like...
I need it to not be cheesy.
Yes,
like, for the life of me, please, R.L. Stein, if you have any say in this, is he still alive?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he is.
Please have influence on this. Please tell them, hey, this can't be like a Goosebumps thing. We're not catering to kids here. We're catering to adults, young adults, new adults. Please.
Right. It has to be what we remember. It can't be... Yeah, I agree with you.
I'm really excited, though. I honestly don't know if it's going to be... I'm not sure if it's going to be like a movie series, like a 1, 2, and 3, or if it's going to be all in one movie, or if it's going to be a TV show. I'm pretty sure it's a movie, but like, it's going to be so good. I have high hopes, and I really don't want to be let down. So, you know what? It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I'm gonna watch it. I'm gonna be texting Bethany. I'm gonna be like, I'm
even
crying.
If it's not.
Yeah.
Because she has that much investment into it.
Yeah. Honestly.
It's gonna be great. Okay, so the next thing is a book called The Initial Insult by Mindy McGinnis, I think is how you say her last name. And this is a young adult novel, but it's kind of... This says that it's a mix of, like, Edgar Allan Poe and, like, Truly Devious.
Ooh.
So, I don't know how to... That's kind of a weird, like, way to explain it. So, what happens is this girl gets in a car accident that kills her parents.
Mm-hmm.
But you find out in, like, the synopsis that her, like, a friend of hers, or not really a friend, but this girl who, I guess was her acquaintance or a friend at the time, who's not really her friend now, was actually there and knows what happened to her parents, like, really happened, because somehow this girl thinks that what she's being told isn't the whole story, but this other girl, this popular girl, knows the whole story, but is hiding it from everybody. So during this big party, I guess, the girl who lost her parents decides to, I'm assuming, like, roofie the other girl, or
Whoa.
like, yeah, it's super intensely
That sounds really
scary.
good.
And drag her off and starts, like, walling her up to get her to talk
Whoa.
about what, like, actually happened. So that's where the Edgar Allan Poe thing comes in, where she's, like, trying to brick her up in this wall.
I feel like we need to put this on our list for sure.
It looks intensely good, and it's actually available now. It came out earlier, I think.
I was gonna say, I feel like I've seen it on either on the shelf or...
Yes, because it's available as a physical copy in our library. It's on Overdrive as a physical copy. It's not in audiobook anywhere. I've looked. But you can get your hands on it right now. But it's just kind of like... It's a little... Because this last thing, it says, Tress has a plan. A Halloween costume party in an abandoned house provides the ideal situation for Tress to pry the truth from Felicity, brick by brick, as she slowly steals her former best friend into a coal chute. Tress will have her answers or settle for revenge. And I'm like, you're revealing, like, a huge portion of this book right here. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty daring of you to, like, go ahead and tell us that.
There's gotta be, like, something crazy.
Something crazy.
There's a twist.
I need, like, there's the anticipation that there's more gonna come down, like, because if you're gonna, like, reveal that much, there's more.
There's more. So this is a new Netflix series that I actually have seen. I put it on my list to be watched because it looks so good. It's called The Irregulars, and it's basically about a group of these misfit teens, and they're actually solving paranormal crimes for Watson and Holmes. So it's like a Sherlock Holmes
Meet Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, series. But it's like, I'm pretty sure it's like dark. So it's like, it reminds me of, like, because, you know, I'm going to be talking about this in a second, but I'll just tie it in here. So the Nancy Drew series, they remade Nancy Drew series, and it's very paranormal, dark, like it's very much adult.
More mature, than it used to be. Right.
And so I feel like it's going to be very similar to that. It's like, like what you said, Scooby-Doo, but Nancy Drew,
Level
Sherlock
10.
Holmes.
Yeah. Like, all of it conglomerated and congealed together.
Yes. And I want to start... I literally have so many Netflix series that I am starting, but I need to, like, calm down because I'm still not done with the Vampire Diaries.
You watch so many things, and I'm over here just watching Dr. K's Exotic Veterinarian.
Nolan's like, we can't watch 5 shows at one time, and I'm like, yes, we
can. We can do this.
And I'm just like, okay, fine, pick one that you really don't want to watch, and I will just watch it by myself.
And I'm on season 3 of, like, this old vet show that I love. I love old, like, veterinarian. Like, Dr. Pole is I've watched every single season of his show 5 or 6 times.
When I was younger, I used to be obsessed with, like, the Animal Cops Houston. And, like,
I love that stuff. Like, that, I will binge watch that forever and never get tired of any of that.
Yeah, I don't know if I could watch it now, but, like, that was my whole life. And, like, the
so good
Untold Stories of the ER. I love that.
My mom and dad always like that. I can't handle that.
Oh, I can. I'm all for it. Like,
that one gets on my nerves a little bit, but I love, like, anything animal related. I could watch all day long. Love it. Love veterinarian shows. So.
Go watch your favorite veterinarian show.
Or be better than me and be like Samantha and actually watch something that's interesting.
It's fine. It's fine.
The worst.
Heartland.
Never.
Don't listen to her.
Just do it. So, I interrupted you. Is that the like...
No, but I was just talking about Nancy Drew series and the Irregulars and how I want it to be like Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Speaking of Scooby-Doo, we just watched the new Scoob movie.
Is it good?
It is really good. I haven't finished the last part because I fell asleep, but so far it's really good, and it's got like the new age humor, like it's got like little like music references and stuff like that. So I liked it. I thought it was cute.
I'll have to watch it then. Okay. So the next one I have is another historical fiction. And it's called It actually came out January 5th, so these are not like...
It's okay, I have
some
Januaries.
A few that are, yeah. So, Our Darkest Night by Jennifer Robson, R-O-B-S-O-N, Robson, I think. And it says it's a novel of Italy in the Second World War. And I know it sounds really drab, don't run away.
So drab.
Covering your ears yet. But it's about this woman who is, obviously this is when... the Nazis were occupying all of Germany, and like everything has been taken over. The Jews were under huge religious persecution, and she is what they did was they hid her out as a Catholic because she's a young Jewish woman, and she is being shipped off to Italy to be married to this Catholic man, so that her life will be saved, basically, essentially. And it's kind of like their love story-ish. Her surprise husband is studying for the priesthood, and it's all about how they kind of evade and escape, and how like she tries to preserve her life. And it's kind of like honestly, I guess it's kind of like a little bit of a love story, but it's more about like the history, what events are happening, her fleeing, and I love stuff like that. It's just so, I think I love it because it's so, it could have been real. It could have been something that actually happened.
Right.
So we have this on order. We don't have it at the library yet, but we're ordering the physical copy. And then we also have it as an ebook on Overdrive right now that you can check out. I think you might have to put a hold on it, but we do have it. You can get your hands on it. Yeah, that one's that's going to be a good one. I'm probably going to get the audiobook.
Do it. So I'm going to skip ahead to a book, and then I'm going to talk about the other movies that I have. So this book is called You Have a Match. It's by Emma Lord, and we do have this on our shelf here at the library. I did not check if we had it on audiobook. We might. But this is a young adult book, young adult fiction, and so basically this girl, she signs up for a DNA service, and it's basically just to like be with her love interest, who also happens to be her best friend. And so through her signing up for a DNA service, she finds out that she has some random older sister, but her older sister is actually like a famous Instagram star. And now she's going to this summer camp, and she's basically figuring out why her sister was given up for adoption. So I feel like it's going to be like a light read, just like a cute little YA book, but like also it could be like, I feel like it could be definitely sad.
Yeah. Sounds like it might be a little teeny.
Yeah.
Bit sad. I think this is the romance you wanted me to read, right?
Yeah, and she said that she would read it, so you're all hearing this.
So we're exchanging book for book.
Yeah.
A romance for a historical fiction.
Yep. But I think it sounds cute, and
I think I can get through it. I mean, it probably is going to be really cringy, but it's not going to be so bad.
Yeah.
At least I don't have to, like I told her earlier, that I don't have to deal with rippling abs. I can get through that.
Yeah, and I haven't read a book like this in so long, so maybe it'll like get me out of my my murder book. I don't want to get out of it, but like maybe I just need to like read something happy.
Ever since I read Starfish, I've been looking for things to like a palate cleanser.
Yeah.
It's almost like a strawberry acai lemonade from Starbucks, and you're just like, the most unusual thing I could get here, but the best thing in the whole wide world, and I didn't know I needed.
Yes.
And so now I'm like looking for that everywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere. So this is why this is the way that it is.
Yes.
Okay. So House of Hollow by Crystal Sutherland is coming out April 6th. This book, the cover of this book is so beautiful. Okay? It's this girl with like, it's almost like a flower crown.
Oh,
like,
this is the book.
Her face
Yeah,
with
this is the
blood
book that you
dripping
sent
from
me.
it. Dude.
It looks really good.
We have it on order, and we have it on Overdrive as an audiobook and an ebook.
What?
Catch me listening to the audiobook. But it's about these 3 girls. It's in Scotland. I think it has to do with like maybe like their folklore or legends of the Fae or something like that. That's what I'm assuming that it's like pulling from. But it's about these 3 girls who get like taken one day off the street. When they come back, they're changed completely, and they don't have any memory of what happened to them. And they have like a scar in their throat, and then like their dark hair changes white, and their blue eyes turn just black. And they have like these crazy appetites, but nobody knows what's happening to them. And then it's all about how like people are kind of like avoiding them. They don't know what's going on with them, like what they're turning into. And then all of a sudden their youngest sister gets taken, and they have to try to find her. And through that, they figure out like what's happening to them.
That sounds so good.
It is going to be so good.
Add that to our never-ending list.
Yes.
But move it up a little bit.
Right. It says a dark, twisty, modern fairy tale where 3 sisters discover they are not exactly all that they seem, and evil things really do go bump in the night. Like, how can that not
Ordering it.
Get you lassoed and reel you in? Like, this is
really
on the list a billion, trillion, bajillion %. This is why we'll have a never-ending list, because
This is why I got a new bookshelf. Because now I can fill it with all these books.
Correct. Boom, baby.
So, a few of the new movies maybe coming to theaters, depending on, COVID and all that. In 2021, which I'm really excited for all of these, except for one. The first one, Nolan and you are probably excited for. But the first one is Godzilla versus Kong.
Yes!
Yes.
Oh, I love Godzilla.
I've never been like a big fan of those movies.
I love Godzilla.
But Beth Ann clearly is very excited.
It's beautiful. Oh my god, I love it. And the remakes are like,
golden.
They finally got it right after like 3 remakes.
37 years.
Yeah, after literally.
Yeah.
37 years.
Yeah, but
I love Godzilla.
it looks decent. Like, I'll probably watch it. Maybe it'll like convert me into like a Godzilla
super fan.
Yeah.
I used to stay up to like 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Obviously, when I was living with my parents when I was a child. Years and years and years ago, and I would watch all of the dubbed black and white Godzilla.
Oh my gosh.
And like the show, and oh man, I love Godzilla. It literally was everything to me when I was younger. I watched every single thing you can think of. I love Godzilla.
Oh my gosh.
Everything. I think that's one of like the least known facts about me, and I'll share that with every person in the whole wide world.
You're just like
He's my favorite.
Godzilla fan.
I'm a huge Godzilla fan.
I'm
not your super fan, but I'm a fan.
Another movie real quick. Cruella.
Yeah. Are you excited about that?
I don't know. It looks very dark. Like very,
Disney
very
is
dark.
on my nerves with that crap.
Yeah, I think it's a weird thing that I get what Disney's trying to do. Like, they're trying to tell like
change the perspective,
a darker, more like serious stories, but like
because like Maleficent or however you say her name.
Yeah, Maleficent.
I just hated that.
Yeah, I wasn't a fan either. I'm not a big fan of the actress who's playing Cruella. It's that Emma. What's her name with the red hair? Emma.
Oh God.
Emma something.
All I can say is Watson. I don't know.
No, not Emma Watson. But
I'm not.
It definitely doesn't look like something that your child should watch. It's definitely an adult movie, which is kind of where Disney's going. Which is kind of like, I don't know. It's kind of sad.
But you're talking to the person who hates every single live action that they've ever done of every princess ever.
Yeah.
I hate all of them.
The only one that I like is Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah, no. I don't like her.
Yeah, you don't like Emma Watson?
No.
Yeah. I just liked how everything looked.
I don't know. I get what they're trying to do. They're trying to revamp, like liven it all up for like the diehard fans and stuff like that. I'm also not like, I love Disney, but I'm not a diehard Disney person either.
Me either. But I definitely feel like they need to make more kids movies.
But I also don't like seeing like the bad guy. I'm not a big fan also of the sympathetic like move to loving the bad guy.
Right, yeah.
Like they're doing this whole villains thing where you can like buy all the villains merch and people love the villains and I get
and they're
it.
also like they're doing books about it too, like where the villains are like
the star of the show.
Yeah.
Like almost painted to like have sympathy for them that they should have been the good guy, that they were kind of wronged.
Right.
And I'm really a big like evil is evil kind of a person, and I'm not one to like blur that line, so they're really not catering to me. But like as far as Cruella's concerned, like I'm just surprised they're going through with it too, because of like what she is, like killing puppies and they're trying to make this sympathetic viewpoint towards her, and like what does PETA have to say?
Yeah. PETA,
you should let me know what you feel about it. Like I don't know, like you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I get it.
And I'm not the person to talk to you about this, and we should.
It's definitely going to be different.
It is definitely anticipated because I just want to see what they do.
Right.
I want to see how they spin the story. I want to see how they make Cruella a real life human being in real life modern day. I do want to see that. It's almost like the Joker.
Ooh. Joker.
I have not seen that yet because it's so
it's so dark,
terrifying to me, because it could be so like realistic because he's so mentally disturbed.
Mm-hmm. And there's so many theories that like I have with that movie. Like you need to watch it, and I need to tell you all my theories.
Every single theory ever.
Yes.
Okay, I'll have to watch it in a million years.
It's very good, but it's definitely it's a standalone, so it's not really connected to anything.
Which I think was smart.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
You can.
Oh, my turn.
Next book.
Let me see. I think I want to do. I don't know how much time we have. Let's do this.
We have about 9 minutes.
Okay. So this one comes out September 14th. It's a little ways off. I have a million books here that I'm just skipping through. Sorry, guys. And this is by Heather M. Herman. And did I say it's called The Corpse Queen? Literally the coolest name ever. And it's literally this picture of a coffin with a bow wrapped around a shovel in the coffin, and it's amazing. So this is a historical thriller, actually. So this is like merging both worlds together into one powerful thing. And so it's about this girl who's an orphan who gets left behind, and she becomes her aunt's like pet project or whatever. But turns out her aunt built this like $1 million fortune on being a grave robber and selling bodies to science. Mm-hmm. And how she becomes like one of the best grave robbers, and how she wants to get herself into like all the medical field, because what her aunt does is like she sells the bodies, quote unquote, to the church behind her house. Mm-hmm. But the church is actually just like in disguise.
Right.
And it's actually like this medical theater where all these people go to like learn how to be surgeons and like do medicinal work and stuff like that, and how she tries to fight to be that and like run her aunt's industry and stuff. Mm-hmm. So it seems like it's like this weird like psycho thriller, but it's actually
sounds good.
Yeah, just her like running around at night stealing dead bodies.
That's crazy.
Which is something she shouldn't technically, like in the 1850s.
Which is something that you shouldn't do.
You shouldn't do it anyway, ever really. But like her being a woman in this time period is very interesting to me, and how she's trying to fight to like make her place is kind of cool to me, because you just don't see this like back in those like days and stuff. So that I'm really excited about. We don't have, I shouldn't have used this one actually, because we don't have it anywhere yet, but I think it's because it's too far out for us to know if we're getting it. We probably will. If it gets to that time and I don't see that we have it,
order it.
Bet I'm ordering it. If not for you, for myself. Sorry, guys.
I have one more book. It's called The Project by Courtney Summers, and we do have this on order. So it'll probably be here within like a couple weeks or a month. I have to read the description to you guys because it's crazy, and I don't even know how I would explain it without reading it. So it says, after Lo's parents died, her sister joined the Unity Project, leaving Lo with their great aunt. Why the Unity Project has sold the hearts and minds of those within the upstate New York region with their community outreach and charitable works, Lo knows that there is more to the group than what meets the eye. When Lo gets a tip about someone's son dying at the hands of the Unity Project, Lo is determined to reveal the group. But when she crosses paths with their charismatic leader, Lev, they strike a deal. If she can prove her suspicions, she can expose them. If she can't, she has to leave them alone. So I definitely think this is going to be like some sort of like cult book. Like, some sort of crazy like mind control cult. Like, I'm making you do crazy things, or like I'm selling your organs.
Oh gosh, it's another lock every door.
Yeah. But I think this sounds like 10 times better than that book.
When is it coming out?
This comes out in a month, I think. Or
okay.
I think it came out this month because we have it on order.
Oh, heck yeah. That'd be awesome then.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, yes. Request
it.
Put it on
anything
hold.
that you can just shout out that we didn't get to on the list?
Yes. Shout outs for movies coming out. Venom, Let There Be Carnage. It's about one of the... Venom is a symbiote. It's about the other symbiote, Carnage, if you've followed any of that type of thing.
Spider-Man's arch nemesis.
Yes. And Halloween Kills, which is the sequel to the first Halloween remake. I think it was 2018 that got released. Super great movie. I'm really excited for the Halloween Kills. And they've also already made the third one too, so that'll be coming out probably next year. And then one that I'm really excited for is Wicked. That is a original Broadway show, and it is basically the backstory of the Wicked Witch and how she became the Wicked Witch, and her
based off the actual book Wicked.
Yes.
Yeah. I think it's Gregory Maguire or something like that.
Yes. And yes, this is going to be a movie. I've seen the play. I loved it. I want to go see it again. I'm going to take Beth Ann with me. We're going to go see it.
Yes.
So yeah, that's going to be coming out in 2021, supposedly, and I'm so excited. I hope that they cast everybody right, and...
Don't ruin it?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. And it's definitely going to be probably a darker type of movie, too, because it's kind of a messed up...
Yeah, it seems like...
story.
I've started the book and then didn't get to finish it, and it's just kind of... I probably started reading it too young. But
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep, but that's all I have. I know Beth Ann has one or two more.
I just have The Forest of Stolen Girls by June Her. And this is a young adult. It's also an historical fiction technically, but it's more like a suspense thriller. And it's just like basically a historical mystery, so I'll let you figure that out. Dark Waters is coming out by Catherine Arden. It's a third book.
The third
book in the Small Spaces trilogy, and it is a juvenile high school fiction, but don't let that deter you. You have to start at Small Spaces, Catherine Arden. We have that everywhere, all over, all of our platforms. Read these books. These are really, really good. If you like, this is literally like juvenile fiction horror, but it's so like adult-esque, like undertones. It's some of the best I've read. It's really, really, really good. I have The Rose Code by Kate Quinn, and this is another historical fiction, and it's about the women who helped crack the Enigma Code. Let you look at that too. And then the last one I have is The Women of Chateau Lafayette by Stephanie Dray, and this is also a World War II novel. Yeah, and then we have this on order as well. And this is by, did I say Stephanie Dray?
Yes.
All right, yeah. So look those up. I got a lot of historical fiction on there, but there's some mixed with multiple thises and that's.
Yes. And
Find something you like.
Yeah, we hope you guys are excited for all these new releases of 2021. I'm most excited for Fear Street. Gonna talk about that for the rest of my life until I see it. It's fine. Yeah, so join us on our next episode, and especially join us on next week. We are going to be recording the natural staff chat.
Yeah, that's going to be really fun. You
Yes.
shouldn't miss that at all. It's going to be a video podcast.
Beth Ann and I are definitely going to beat each other up, trying to agree on
Convince
what these
each
characters,
other. Yeah,
how
what
these
they look
characters
like.
are supposed to look. So yeah, we talk about the naturals all the time, so you guys definitely have to join us. We're going to have a lot of our staff.
Yeah, and then we're going to talk about it with the rest of the staff, and well, not all of the staff, but whoever's read it, so you can just be proven that it is
Yes.
actually as good as we say that it is. We're not the only people around here yelling about it.
Yes, and this will be a video, so you can see the dirty looks we give each other and all of that
Specifically, the dirty looks I
greatness.
give Samantha when she describes Dean, and I'm like, no.
It's fun. But yes, join us next week, and we hope you guys have a great day.
All right, bye.
Bye.